It's been a while since I gave you guys a must read. So I was thinking, what should I let you guys read today? What should I tell you about? And it's something I recently just got finished and stuff. It has a little under 100 chapters and it's action packed and it has a very valuable lesson when it comes to choices and also learning to open up to other people. And that comic I'm talking about is this right here, the the Unstoppable Hayeong. It is a webtoon comic based in Korea about a short-haired girl who takes on bullying. But the more she fights the bullies, the more they just keep coming. So in a way, it can be like a Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up. You can see it as, but there's more to it as well. It has a nice self-reflecting message. But it starts off with another main character named Yeonji, a high school girl who tries to help her classmate from abuse, but ends up making herself a target of bullying. Her struggles only seem to get worse until a new girl, Hayeong, steps in support, declaring war on all bullies in school. But the more Hayeong fights against the mistreatment, the more hostility she attracts. And she must fight her way to keep the one she loves safe. So it's pretty much you violence begets violence. That's pretty much what's happening. She keeps fighting it off because they don't know any other way. Hae Young is a short girl who shows up at the school and can't stand bullying. So the more she fights against it, the more the bullies and other bullies show up. There's connections, there's gangs, there's all these other things that are happening underground. And the more she fights, the more violence happens, not just to herself, but to those around her. And she's good. She's really good. So good that she competed in martial arts tournaments and won tons of gold. But she only dropped out in order to help out her disabled mother and find a way to make money, to make ends meet, because it's hard for her mom to pretty much work after her father died in a terrible car accident. So, anyways, what happens here is that there's multiple lessons to be learned in this place. It is a very action-packed story, but the lessons to be learned is self-reflection, perspective, and also learning to open up. Learning to open up is mainly on Hae-young's side. Hae-young is a girl who pretty much is short and she fights, but she likes to be tend to herself. She's kind, like help people out, but she likes to tend to herself. But when she lets people help her for once, she starts to open up. She realizes she learns to help her with her financial problem. Some people are helping her out around the house, people are helping her mom out, and she starts to have friends and even a love interest as time goes on. She learns that there's more to life than just helping out her mom and also helping her to also achieve her dream, getting back into martial arts. That is her. And it shows in life if you know you're struggling, sometimes it doesn't help to let others in. You may not know, it might be a miracle. They might help ease the burden in your life. Next is perspective. Perspective is seeing people in a different way that you can't usually see them. First impressions matter, but even then, if you have a good first impression or even a bad one, that may not be that entire person's personality. It could be just on a bad day or they're just a misunderstanding, but they could be more to that person than meets the eye. And you learn to understand it for different characters. Like you have a student council president who seems nerdy and always tired, but is very dangerous at times, where she can take on armies and armies of bullies. Or a very muscular girl who's very philosophical and stuff. Or even a girl who's a bully, but she goes through a mom who neglects her. But the mom herself has connected to someone else where they used to be very nice people. So what happened down the line? That's where I go into choices. You see, we all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. And there's always people saying that there's always a choice to make. But the problem is that people don't see that choice most of the times determined on where they are born. For instance, you could be born in a very good house, a good family, a good neighborhood, and you can turn out good. And even when there are bad things happening, you have people that you look up to that can help you get through those times and say, I want to be like them. I'll follow their example. And there you go. And there are times where you do go up from a good place, but you may go down a bad road. You might meet a group of bad people that you like being around, but their influence on you is not good. And there are times you be born in an orphanage and you can still have a chance of being good, but sometimes it's really hard. it's hard to see different choices in life when the main ones you have aren't that good. So you're thinking to yourself, what am I going to do at the end of the day? And now after that, it's all to do with the perspective. You see each character in this story, had they given another chance, things could have been different. For instance, you'd be born in this very shady orphanage where they're abusing the children and making them do forced labor in order to benefit themselves, but you take over the system. You couldn't see yourself as reporting it to someone else because you don't trust nobody else. So you slowly earn your trust through other people, and then you betray them at the end, and then you take over that system. You become worse than the person you took down and stuff. You could have been a bully, someone who bullies people and abuses them because that's how you see things, but someone beats your butt realizing what you're doing was wrong and you have a change of heart. Things happen throughout the time, and time truly does change people. Time takes all, is what I'm saying here. And Hayeong herself is going through all this, and all she knows is how to fight. She doesn't really know how to talk to people. And when she learns to open up to people, it's when she does learn how to talk to people, see things a different way, and realizing her fist can't always save her, but it sure does help. Because this girl, despite being small, is a handful. So many people are running, and she's always coming in with the craziest things all the time. You could be in a group of army of bullies, and all of a sudden a motorcycle comes crashing in, taking more than half of them out, and she jumps onto another person, gets back up, grabs a pipe, beats the other one fast as possible. You don't know what's going on. That's how fast she thinks and works. But anyways, I really did enjoy this webtoon. Reading it weekly at a time every day on Saturday night when I'm about to start my shift. It was fun to read. It was nice to read. And now that it's finally done, I can't wait to see what work the author does next. And probably down the line, I will binge read it again. Just read it fully without waiting for weekly and just see my full take on it. Because you will be surprised how you will feel differently about different things when you're binging it to reading it or watching it weekly. You'll have a different perspective on it. You'll see things you didn't notice. Like, oh wow, I didn't notice that, or this and that, stuff like that. But anyways, this is my must read for you guys. It's been a while, and I'm gonna look for more must reads to look about. It's something that I rarely do. It's because I'm binging reading like four other things right now. But anyways, that's like that for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell icon. This has the background on anime. Signing out.